Happy Schmoney Mondays. How you feeling? How you doing? Hello. I'm already burning up. I know better too. Oh my God. Woo. Happy MLK Day. You know, I really can't believe that they lined up. Like, well, I can't believe that the inauguration lined up with MLK Day this year. Because why? But you know, it just kind of made me like be more so like, you know what? This is giving. Let me mind my black business. Let me mind my black business. Because baby, it's definitely giving that energy for me. I'm so curious to see what Spirit has for us this week. I feel like we are in such a transformative time right now. Okay, there you go. It's no longer a fight. You already know. I feel like we are in such a transformative time. And everything that has been going on, I feel like you know, if you haven't been paying attention the last 30 days, like, and just becoming more aware and just like really seeing like what it is, it's like, how do you not see the truth at this point? Like, certain things are just so blatant, and certain things are just like, now I know you seen that, you know. But for us in our community, it really is just about making sure that we do what we need to be doing. Okay. Okay. So it is definitely one of those things where, you know, we just need to be doing what we're supposed to be doing. I said the same thing to my mom earlier. She was like, yeah, you know, what we were doing before. No, 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 no. Not what we were doing before, but what we need to be doing now. And what we should have been doing. And what history has taught us that we need to be doing. All right. Let's call in Spirit and see what Spirit has for us this week. What we need to know, what energies we need to be aware of. Spirit, we call upon you graciously with love and light for the greater good of all involved. What is it that we need to know? With love and light for the greater good of all involved. What is it that we need to know about this week, Spirit? What is it that we need to know about this week? What is it that you need to be doing now? What were we supposed to be doing? I swear, it feels like the last 5 years have been one big distraction almost. Does anybody else feel like that? Is it just me? It's like one big old distraction after the next, you know? And I think, you know, us being human beings, we might have needed a distraction, but now it's time to move distractions and move, you know, move certain things out of the way that we just know it's like, you know, I wasn't doing this before. Yes, absolutely. It's definitely giving walking away from the bullshit. Like, definitely giving big walking away from the bullshit. We're getting the Eight of Cups jumping out here with the Seven of Cups. With the Seven of Cups. Thanks for the new subscribe, Helga. And the Devil card. Like, it's time to let some things go. And not in a way of just like, oh, I gotta cut off some people. No. This feels very internal, and this feels very like, what is it that I need to be doing in order for me to get to where I'm trying to be? Like, you are trying to reach certain goals in your life, whether they're career goals, whether they're personal goals, spiritual goals, financial goals, whatever it is. You are trying to get to a certain point in your life. And I'm hearing Spirit say something about, like, you know, being tired of fighting. Being tired of fighting with it. Being tired of fighting with yourself about it. This, like, internal fight. And this might be a very emotional time for you. This might even be a very reflective time for you, because you know that you're embarking on something new. You know that you're becoming somebody different. You know that you are meeting new people and making new friends and entering into new circles. I'm hearing that really, really loudly. And I'm hearing Spirit say that, you know, for some people, this is a very emotional time, because you just thought that it was going to take you a little longer to get where you are, or to receive certain things, or to be aligned with certain opportunities. Okay. Even if you're going through a very deep healing process, you thought that it was going to take years of therapy, or you thought it was going to take, you know, all this time to come to those deep realizations and really heal. Some of you have been waking up from dreams crying. Some of you have just really been shedding a lot. Just heard Spirit say, I just heard Spirit say that some of you are addicted to shedding. In a sense of, like, you know, you're addicted to feeling anew. So you're not afraid of moving on. You're not afraid to let go. You know, you're meeting things with this curiosity of, like, well, I know what it did for me the last time. What is it going to do for me this time? Does that make sense? And you're not allowing doubt. You're not allowing fear. You're not allowing what other people say. You're not allowing fear mongering to come into your space. You're not allowing negativity to come into your space. Like, getting this Devil card and controlling your mood. I'm hearing that very loudly. I'm minding my black ass business. I'm minding my black ass business. I'm focusing on me. I'm focusing on what I need to do. Some of you might even be checking your self-righteousness. You know, you might have become very self-righteous, or you might have become overly focused on somebody else's journey, or what somebody else was doing or not doing. You're like, you know what? Let me focus my energy on me. Like, if that's what you want to do, that's you. I don't want to do that, though. I do not want to do that. I don't want to focus on the old anymore. I don't want to focus on the old. I don't want to focus on what isn't working for me. If it doesn't work, I'm changing it. The end. I've tried it multiple times. It does not work. Just even feels like relationships too. You know, we're coming into towards the end of January, and it really does feel like for a lot of people, February is going to feel more like the new year than early January did. It feels like, look at this, five of cups here with the 5 of coins, big change, and you're ready for it. You are ready for it. Not to pick on earth signs. I'm an earth sign myself, so I feel like I'm yelling at myself when I say this. But if you're an earth sign, earth signs in particular, you might have been very stubborn about something, or just very unmoving with something, or you just been, you know, kind of heels in the mud with doing something. And if you're an earth sign, I don't know why this is coming through so heavy for earth sign, but if you are an earth sign or you have like heavy earth in your chart, baby, you are moving out of your way, okay? We know you like to march to your own beat and do what you want to do, but you have to do what makes sense. It's like, okay, I tried it my way. We know, earth signs, that you got the best idea in the best way. You know the best way. You know, we know. And you tried it, and maybe it wasn't the best way, and maybe there is a better way that's a little more efficient. And that's okay. Okay. Right? They're saying earth signs, you have to be very open to change. I don't know what's going on with earth signs, where the energy is, or what's happening in astrologically, but for earth signs specifically, there's a lot of change happening all at once, and you have to kind of be okay with that. Because this is the change that you've been wanting, all right? This is the change that you've been seeing. And it, again, like all of this is very internal. So this is the change within yourself that you've been wanting to see. You know, you see yourself a certain kind of way. You envision yourself a certain way, and it feels like you are finally coming to a space where it's like, all right, like I'm going to do what I need to do to be who I want to be, where I want to be. I'm going to do the things. I'm going to allow the change to occur, okay, versus like fighting it or getting in your own way, slowing it down, procrastinating. Procrastination because you're trying to make things perfect, right? Like it's not about perfection, it's just about getting in the habit of it. It's just about doing it, right? So big changes around that, earth signs. Ooh, okay. So we're doing a little elemental. I love this because I'm getting information now about fire signs too. Okay, and they're saying that fire signs for you all this week, it might be, um, it might be a little chaotic in your home. Slow down. Slow down, fire signs. Oh my God, slow down. Slow down, because they're saying this week you want to slow down. You're gonna be wanting to speed around. Slow down. Okay, slow down before you cause a goddamn accident. Um, if you have a lot of paper, if you do a lot of paperwork, or you work with contracts, or you do a lot of reading for work, or your work is very detailed. Slow down, fire signs, because if you don't, then you're going to make a silly mistake and then have to go back and do it all over again, and it's going to piss you off. Okay. When you get home from work, take your time, okay? Take your time. This week, fire signs, you're gonna have to practice flexibility. Fire signs can be a bit rigid too, similar to earth signs, but fire signs is more so like, I'm rigid and I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do. Like, so you can't tell me what to do. That's fire signs. You can't tell me what to do. Well, guess what, fire signs? You're getting told what to do, and you might want to listen because it'll be better for you, okay? So you don't make silly mistakes. That's why Spirit's reminding you to slow down. They're saying slow down to avoid silly mistakes, fire signs. And no shade to water signs, but water signs, y'all gonna be getting on everybody's nerves because y'all gonna be crying all week. I don't know any other way to put it. But y'all gonna be crying all week. Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio, y'all are gonna be crying all fucking week, getting on everybody's nerves. Wipe your tears. Your tears, yes, they're gonna be very cleansing, but also, y'all are going to be very overwhelmed emotionally, okay? This could be, in celebration. This could be cleansing for you. This could be just in grief. I'm not seeing necessarily death like of a person per se, water signs, but I am seeing where you are grieving an old life. You are allowing your tears, you're allowing water to wash away your old life, and it just feels very heavy for you. Water signs, you all need the water. If you are a water sign and you've been away from water, please go to the water. I know on the East Coast and the Northeast especially, it's very cold. I know there's a lot going on, but if you could get to some water, go to some water. If you could do a spiritual bath, do a spiritual bath. Everybody needs to do a spiritual bath this week, but especially for water signs. Or just getting in the bath. You need water around you. You need to be in your little merman, siren type energy, okay? You need the water. Maybe even do a foot bath for yourself. You need the water, okay? It will calm you. It will settle your emotions. It will settle your spirit. Our little watery babies. I'm a Pisces moon, so I get it, but like seriously, water signs, they're like, stop crying. Just stop crying. Don't cry. And air signs, y'all are just happy to be here. Air signs, it just seems like y'all are coming into your season and it's like, I'm just going with the flow, baby. I am here. I'm just doing my thing. I don't give a fuck about what is going on. I don't care about what is happening. I am living my best life. I got plans. Nobody's ruining my plans. That's what it's given for air signs. Air signs, you all feel so disciplined. Even though you're going with your own flow, it feels like you are very disciplined in what you're doing. Okay? It might seem chaotic to others, but for you actually it's very strict. It's very strict. You're not playing any games. And I am hearing too, air signs, if there's something that you need to be communicating right now, then you need to do that. Okay. Don't you told air signs, you told yourself that you weren't going to go into the new year with something on your mind or something on your heart, and you did it anyway, and you still haven't said your piece. Okay, say your piece. Like, it's okay. Get it off your chest, because the longer that you keep holding on to it, air signs, the more resentment will build. So I don't know who you need to be having a conversation with, air signs, but please go ahead and speak your mind. Any other time you have no issue speaking your mind. I don't know what the trouble is now. But whatever conversation that you need to have with somebody, you need to go ahead and have it. Hmm. I like that little elemental breakdown. That was mad random. Thank you, Spirit. For all signs, you're going to have some decisions that you're going to need to make over the next few weeks going into February. This is going to be a really good time for you to take care of yourself as well. Like, just do a little self-care, something. You don't need to wait until Valentine's Day to take care of yourself or to love on yourself or to express love to your loved ones. If you have been thinking about moving, if you have plans to move, I'm hearing spirits say that information on how to make your move easier is coming, or some sort of information that's going to make your move much easier, or right, this might be some information, a check. I know we last week we talked about a check too. A check, or maybe an apartment that you applied for, or an apartment that you applied for that you were approved for, but it might not have, the apartment that you wanted might not be available. Or it wasn't available, it has become available to you. Or a place that you have been looking at for a while becoming available to you. If you put an offer in for a home, then you might be hearing back. You might be getting approved this week. You might even be moving in sooner than later. Hearing that as well. If you've been praying for money to come in, I'm getting Temperance, Page of Cups, and Ace of Coins. If you've been praying, doing some sort of money ritual, candle work, doing some sort of herbalism, some sort of root work or something, if you've been giving offerings or something specifically around money, okay, physical money, okay, then I am seeing where that is coming in. You're getting the Ace of Coins. If you have applied for a job, if you put your, if you have put something on the altar for this job or for this opportunity, you will be getting, you will be receiving the outcome that you have petitioned for. For some of you, though, you asked for an opportunity with the idea that you were going to be there for a long time, or you were gonna, like, yeah, you were just going to be there for a long time. You're not going to be there as long as you expected. For some of you, this next position that you're going to be in, the career-wise, is a stepping stone. It's just kind of opening the gate for you to come in, okay? It's like, okay, so now that you are here, what you gonna do? Okay, because 2025 is gonna feel very it's gonna be a little bit of a mindfuck. for 2025. And I say that to say, like, a lot of opportunities that maybe you didn't take full advantage of, or maybe a lot of opportunities that you might not have been quite ready for, are coming back around full circle, like boom, in your face, like, hey, this is yours, coming back around. And I'm hearing Spirit say that, like, this time you're so much more informed and you're so much more confident as well, that once this comes through, you're like, oh, I know exactly what to do. You know how to walk in, and you're not in this space of just like, well, I'm not sure if I'm ready, or if I'm not sure if it's ready, I'm not sure if this is for me. You know exactly, what it is. You know, like, oh no, I've been waiting for this. Like, I didn't take advantage of it the last time, but this time around, like, I know exactly what I need to do with where I'm at. I know exactly how I need to move. So I'm hearing Spirit say that, you take full advantage of whatever opportunity comes your way. And it feels so specific. Like, there's just certain things. And for those of you who are very intuitive, and you know that, like, it's all in time, right? We all do things in our own time. For instance, last week when I did that timeless reading, I was like, I give timeless readings all the time. I can give somebody a reading, and I could say, like, okay, this year you're gonna do this, this, and this, right? Maybe they don't do any of that stuff this year, and that is because life happened. Because maybe they just didn't have the confidence, maybe they didn't have the know-how, maybe they didn't have the finances, whatever the fucking case is. Just being human, being down, being sad, being happy, getting distracted, just life happening. I'm hearing Spirit say, when you miss opportunities, when you didn't take a chance on yourself, when those things happen, and you're like, God damn it, I should have did it when I did this. Those things are coming back around, and it's gonna just be so apparent. It's going to be so apparent that it's going to be very hard for you to ignore. So I'm hearing Spirit say, take full advantage of those opportunities coming back around full circle, okay? Because it is for you. And you do know how to navigate it. And you will know how to take full advantage of it, okay? Hearing that so loudly. All right, everybody. That's your message for this week. The after show is going to be at 7 o'clock in the Zoom. If you would like to join us, join the Patreon using the link in the description. Make sure you subscribe. Let me know in the comments if this resonates with you. Thanks for joining in. Definitely my book, the link for the Patreon, it's in the description. They're both the same. Well, yes, use the one in the community section. I don't know if anyone else had trouble the last time, but use the one in the community section. I'll repost it too. But we're gonna meet at 7 o'clock. All right, y'all. Oh, and my books are open as well. If you want to book a reading with me, that link is also in the description too. Alrighty. Have a good week, everyone. Peace out.